Hey there, cuties. I hope you are doing so well today. It is Monday, April 20th, as I'm recording this, and it's a glorious weather day. This past weekend was BookCon in New York City, which was an incredible time. And I was able to go on Sunday and just I hung out with my book friends. I met some authors. I took a bunch of pictures, ate some really, really overpriced empanadas. It was a grand time. I hope you're all doing well, even though the state of the world is what it is these days. I am having a bit of a mental health dip this weekend, but I'm gritting my teeth and clenching my fists and just pushing through it and really hoping that this week goes well. I'm waiting on news on a couple different fronts that I really, really hope comes this week. I'm trying to manifest to the best of my abilities. So, yeah, that's what I'm up to. If you're new here, my name is Karis Rogerson, and this is Publishers Brunch with Karis. I am the titular host, and this is a romance creator and curator podcast where I chat with the incredible people and the minds behind your favorite romance novels and or adaptations, and we pretend we're at brunch together. It's really a grand time. I've had so much fun with it. This is episode 10, which means we've been doing this for 20 weeks now. So who would have thought, right? I don't know. I think that's pretty exciting. I'm having a lot of fun with this show, and I hope you are too as you listen. Now, let's chat about some romance books I've read lately before we dive into the episode. I have two that I want to talk about today, one young adult and one adult. They're both ones that I finished literally last night that were so good. I read my friend Caitlin Hill's Ancient History Between Us, which is a young adult romance that comes out June 23, 2026, same day as Nat and Cammy. And it's set in Italy, just like Nat and Cammy, and it features a main character named Cammy, just like, say it with me, Nat and Cammy. So I was primed to love it. I've also loved all of Caitlin's books that I've read in the past. They're just so brimming with humor and really incisive sort of explorations and examinations. That's neither of those are the right word, but they're really incisive, things to say about the world. And this one was really great. It was a second chance romance between two best friends who are estranged, and they wind up hanging out together over the summer on an archaeological dig in outside of Pompeii. And listen, this is my dream. I used to want to be an archaeologist, um, but I didn't do it. But what a dream. The book was so funny. It was so cute. I loved seeing the dual POV of it all. Watching as West fell for Cammy and Cammy fell for West, or maybe they never stopped falling for each other. I really loved the reveal of what had happened in the past. I loved all of their adventures throughout southern Italy. It was a breath of fresh air and felt like coming home. So I highly recommend you pre-order it and celebrate Caitlin when it comes out in just over 2 months. And then the next book that I read is a adult romance, super steamy, totally different steam levels. It's called Streams and Schemes, and it's by Rebecca Kincaid. And it follows a cam girl and a lawyer who let's see, they think that the end of the world is upon them, and so they act on a year's worth of sexual frustration, and they just bang it out, and then, oh my god, it was a false alarm. The world's not ending. You're so safe. And the Kim girl Valeria is like, oh shit, I don't date lawyers. And the lawyer Lander is like, hello, I'm in love with you. I really liked it. Super steamy. Really delicious, well written steam too. I loved the conversations about camming and sex work in general. And the author's note at the end reveals that the author is Mexican, just like the main character. And there was a big discussion of machismo throughout the book. And she sort of explained why that was and why it mattered to her. And I thought that was really, really nice. And to my view, a well done exploration of a touchy topic, right? And she did say not all men in not all Mexican men are machistas. There's many incredible men, but this was like, she wanted to explore this in this book. And it was very much one of those moments that was like, hey guys, like one book, one point of view is not everything. Like no culture is a monolith. No statement is applicable to everyone. Just because this book has like a couple different men who are machistas, like doesn't mean that the author thinks everyone is. And I was like, you know what? Like I hate that there was the need to make that statement, because people are going to be, because to sort of stave off people getting offended or thinking that she's saying like all Mexican men are awful or whatever. But I really appreciated that she took the time to explain why she was having that conversation. And I really felt like it was really beautifully done. And there were some really great moments in the book of like well earned fuck yous. It was really good. I really liked it. That's by Rebecca Kincaid. It's available on Kindle Unlimited, as well as, I presume, bookstores for print. And this week, you might have seen from the title, I'm talking to the one and only Jessica Lewis. I had a wonderful conversation with her. We tried to schedule it 3 separate times, and then finally, we got to talk, and it was just absolutely stunning. I really, really loved chatting with her. So I will read her bio, and then we'll just dive on in. Jessica Lewis is a Black author of many genres. She has a degree in English literature and animal science. The veterinarian plan did not work out. She began her publishing career in horror with Bad Witch Burning, a Bram Stoker nominee for superior achievement in a young adult novel, and Monstrous, and also writes middle grade contemporaries under the pseudonym Jazz Taylor. These are Meow or Never and Starting from Scratch. Jessica is from Alabama, where she writes full-time and lives with her way funnier than her grandmother. Please, everybody, welcome Jessica Lewis to Publisher's Brunch. Hello, Jessica. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
Amazing. I am so excited to have you here on the podcast. Would you mind getting us started by just introducing yourself and your books to the listeners?
Absolutely. I'm Jessica Lewis. I write horror, fantasy, romance, and just about everything in between. My most recent upcoming book is Hallie's Rules for a Recovering Romantic, and that's a YA sapphic romance. And then I have a middle grade contemporary out next year, as well as an adult horror out next year.
Amazing. Such a wide swath of genres and age categories. I love
Yes.
that. That's like I love writers who just like have the range. Like
Yeah,
it
I
brings me
read
joy.
widely. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
love reading these books, so I thought I might as well write them as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Um, all right, as we are diving into the beginning of this interview, the way it's formatted, as regular listeners may know, is that we are having pretend brunch together. And I figured we have just sat down, we would be at our appetizer, we would be just getting warmed up with our conversation. So I've come up with some icebreaker questions, which is my
Okay, I'm
favorite
ready.
part. I would love to know if there is any special object from your childhood that you still have, and like what is it and why does it mean something to you?
Um, I think I really don't have that much. But I did
Hmm.
have like a little stuffed animal dog that I carried around. So I do still
Oh,
have him.
I love that. I love stuffed animals that like make it through childhood and into adulthood. That's how you know it was like well taken care of.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't say that. He's pretty in bad shape. But he does still exist.
Perfect. That's, you know what? I am the same. I am in bad shape, but I still exist. And that is
Yes.
sometimes all you can ask for.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Okay, this is a fun, like, authory question. So, if you had the opportunity to work for 1 year with any author, and they can be from any time period, so like dead or alive, to mentor you in a genre or a specific type of writing or anything like that, like who would you want to work with?
Definitely Tananarive Due. I just think her
Okay.
books are amazing and she's incredible and she has such a wealth of knowledge. I would just love to
Yeah.
like just sit with her and talk with her.
Oh my God, I love that. I love getting to just like sit with authors and like be like, okay, you're brilliant. Teach me. Show me how you do it.
Yes,
Like, I want to learn your
absolutely.
skills. I heard incredible things about Tananarive horror, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have heard incredible things. I have friends who just like rave about the Reformatory, like
Yes.
in a like very like it is horror, but it is good
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
And it's sad and like heavy, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just she's brilliant.
It feels like I've been noticing lately, even talking to authors, even specifically like romance authors, that it feels like in times like these, um, people tend to turn to stories that reflect the moment or that like reject or like allow you to escape the moment. And I feel like that's like horror's having a good come around lately. And so is romance. And I wonder if that's because people are looking to either like see our horror or like world horrors reflected and do something about it.
Yeah, I think horror in particular is good about it's a safe way to engage with things that are really heavy. Because at the end of the day you can say like, okay, this is not real, but it still resonates with me a lot. And I think that's like for me, I can't ever watch true crime or listen to true crime
Oh
because it's just
no.
too much. Yeah. But if you take a story that's similar to a case and then you like add a monster or something, then I can engage with that a little bit easier than knowing that this is a
Yeah.
real person that it happened to.
Oh yeah, those are the worst. I remember in college I started watching Criminal Minds my freshman year, and I watched like
Mm-hmm.
7 seasons in a month. And that's not
Oh
true
my god.
crime, but it is like realistic, right? And
Yeah.
I was a mess.
Yeah, it really gets under your skin. I had to stop watching that. It was too much.
Yeah, I still have nightmares about like one specific episode that I saw like 4 years ago. I can't even talk about it. It just like, no.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't.
Love it. They're brilliant. I may be brave enough and watch Connor's story and his Criminal Minds 2 episode arc that they talked about, but we'll see. But after that, I just love to know like, how are you doing just today or this week or like in the world in general? How are you feeling?
Um, I mean, the world sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But when I talked to my agent, she
Mm-hmm.
asked me the same question and then she was like,
Yeah.
just grade on a curve. And so,
Oh.
yeah, so on a curve, I would say I'm doing well.
I like that. I like that. I feel like we all need that like with our writing especially like
Yes.
look at what you've written and then give yourself 10 extra points. Like
Yeah, because things are just really, really difficult.
yeah, I think sometimes I'm like the fact that we're awake and like on this call like that's a win for the day. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, we could just like not do anything else all day and we're fine.
Mhm. Yep, we're doing great. Um all right, moving on to the entree portion where we're gonna gossip a little bit. Not in a mean way and not about like real people, but this we're just gonna gossip because what else are you gonna do at brunch? There's mimosas and bellinis. I just remembered that I described my feelings as like a bellini today in therapy. And my
Oh,
therapist was like, interesting, okay. Like, let's go. um, but I'd love to know what is the best or a really good story that you've heard lately, whether that's a fictional story from media or an experience you had or something you witnessed out in the world.
oh. Um, I'm gonna say I have been obsessed with Resident Evil Requiem.
Okay.
Um, Now I'm not gonna say that story is perfect or even like good, but it is high camp and it is amazing. So
Okay.
yeah,
I That's a video game,
it
correct?
is.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that story. Do you mind like telling me what it is?
Well, okay, so Resident Evil started literally 30 years ago. They just
Oh,
celebrated their
shit.
30th anniversary. Yeah.
Wow.
And that one is the first one is a very simple like guy goes to a mansion and there's zombies everywhere and he has to like
Okay.
get out of there. Very
And they're
simple.
the
Then of course
Resident Evil.
they are the residents is evil. And the residents are evil again 30 years later.
Of
So
course.
yeah, it's just a really fun franchise. It's the perfect marriage
Okay.
between horror and camp. Like the first time you see a
Mhm.
zombie is so scary in the original because it's like that really pixelated, um, you know, like really
Yeah.
horrible graphics, and
Yeah.
it does, yeah, it manages to be truly terrifying. And but at the same time, it's
Amazing.
so camp. Like the characters are like punching boulders and parrying
No notes.
giant missiles and stuff.
Oh my god,
It's so
incredible.
fun. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
I've been
so
obsessed with
good.
that.
Okay. It is a pity to me that I had never got into video games in my childhood and adolescence, and I feel like I'm too late now. I'm like, I don't have the devices. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know how
it's
to
never
get
too late
started.
though.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know what? That's true.
I have a Switch, like a Nintendo Switch, but
Okay.
that's all I have. So for Resident Evil, I didn't play. I watched someone else play because I don't have a
Um,
console. Although I guess you can play it
okay.
on the Switch too, but I don't have that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. You can watch people play. I do that, but I watch people read books. Not like,
Oh, amazing.
well, like
It's the same
vlog about
concept.
reading books. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
same
It feels
concept.
like, it's like, I like to think of it as like, it's still entertainment. It's still something that I'm engaging with, but I'm not having to be like fully locked in like I would if it were a TV show that I'm like following the story.
Right.
Um, so it's like a low key kind of like engaging in story.
Yeah, I do enjoy like watching BookTube and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah, ugh, I love it. I do get really annoyed. Sometimes I'll be like, that's a bad take.
yeah. Sometimes it's like, wow, you liked. Okay, I mean,
Like, I thought you had taste, but like whatever. No. Oh my god, yeah.
yeah.
Um
I'm like terrified. My number one fear is that if a booktuber I like picks up
oh
my book
yes.
and then they don't like it, because I can never watch them again. Like I will just immediately
Mhm.
unsubscribe.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's also when I first started watching BookTube, I was like trying to publish and I was making new friends in publishing, but I hadn't published and none of my friends had either. And then they started to get their book deals and they started to show up in BookTube videos. And I was like, no, I
Mm.
can't. It's too stressful. Like,
Yeah, and
I'm
before I
scared.
was safe because all the booktubers I watch they mainly read adult, and I was like, okay, so I'm safe. I'm in
Mm.
YA and middle grade. But now I have my adult horror coming out, and I was like, I'm scared. I'm terrified.
I am sure they will love it. And if not, we'll just look at them and say, you have no taste.
Exactly.
So perfect. Are there any sort of tangible like objects, like home goods or accessories, like items that you've been obsessed with lately that you just are like gotta share the love?
Mm, not really. I've just been in existence mode. I haven't really bought anything or
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
my
still on my
yeah.
like old laptop because I refuse to get a new one.
Yeah, I tried that and my old laptop just was like, well, then I'm not gonna keep a charge anymore.
I hate it when they do that
I
because
know
you know
it's
it's like it's time.
yeah. You're like, fine, Apple, I will give you more money again.
Ugh, evil.
I know that. Yeah, we could spend like a whole podcast just talking about how they're evil, but we shouldn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like it'd be fun for me, or for you, or for the listeners. Do you have any romance or romance novel opinions that you would classify as like earnest, sincere, like sappy, just like the heart of like what you love about romance? And would you care to share them with us?
Oh yes, I have. So if we do the like gushy mushy ones, we have to do the ones I don't like too.
Okay,
That'd be fun. But
perfect. I love it.
the ones I love I just
Yeah.
love the idea of two people coming together and
Mm-hmm.
making each other better. That's my favorite part
Mm,
of romance.
yeah.
Yeah, two people, and they don't have to be similar at all, or they can be really similar, just present it in different ways. It just
Mm-hmm.
I just love the idea of two people like saying, "Hey, we can like do life together." And that's so nice.
Oh my God, that's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It there's a phrase that I always think of when I think of like two people coming together and like helping each other grow, which I'm not going to say the phrase word for word because it's from the Bible and I refuse to promote to to give advertisement to the Bible, but it's basically like the concept of like coming together and through like the way you brush up against each other, like you make each other stronger and better. And
Oh,
like the
that's nice.
tension of like even when there's conflict. And I think this about like the third act breakup sometimes where I'm like the conflict makes the relationship stronger sometimes because you realize you can overcome it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which I was yeah. I was like screaming to a friend last night about how much I love Kidlit and YA, and I was like I think YA romance is really special because it can I think for teens a lot of times like I don't know what you were like as a teenager, but I was like it's all or it's nothing. It's perfect or it's awful. I'm
Mm-hmm.
either the best person in the world or I am trash. And I would have fights with friends. I never dated in high school, but with my friends, like we'd have a fight and I would be like, this is insurmountable. I said she was mean. We're never going to get over this. And reading books like YA it can be like with the third act breakup specifically where it's like, wow, this insurmountable thing happened, but we were able to get over it. And so maybe like if these characters in the book can do it, maybe I can do it too with my friend whom I called mean. Oh
Exactly. Yeah, you nailed it. Especially for YA, like every
my
emotion feels so huge. Like
god,
every
yes.
single one of them. And
Yeah.
so like your first fight with somebody you really like is like devastating.
Oh, I can imagine. I still remember the day before my 18th birthday, my friend and I had like I don't think we even had a fight. I think we just like looked at each other the wrong way and stopped talking for that day. And we lived together. We were in a boarding school together. And so we just like avoided each other that night. And I went to bed and cried myself to
Hmm.
sleep because this was one of my best friends and we were never going to speak again.
Oh.
We're still friends. I'm seeing her tomorrow. Like, we got over it. But
Yeah, but it just feels like I just can't go on.
it's like it's over. And they're like,
Yeah, and
no.
it's totally fine.
Yeah, we needed like some space, but now we're back. So grow up. And then I did, but yeah.
But I
Okay.
mean, that's the beauty of being a teenager, you know?
It is. It's a beautiful time and it's also a wretched time. And
Yes.
yeah, wouldn't trade it, wouldn't go back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other romance opinions that you want to share? Good, bad?
I love, as far as like tropes go,
Yeah.
I love an ice queen. I don't know if that's popular,
Ooh.
but I love ice queens because I just love the
Okay.
idea of somebody who just hates everyone except for you.
Or the being the one who's able to like melt the ice.
Yes. There's
And
something
like maybe
so
she hates you
captivating
at
about that.
first, but then you get over
Yeah.
it.
You
Yeah.
understand. That's how I love that. It's my favorite.
There's a book that it's a sapphic YA romance that comes out in May. It's Bertie Shea's debut, Smasher Pass. And I don't know that the blurb would call it Ice Queen, but like one of the characters is that vibe of like standoffish to the
Love it.
warming up. And I was like, I'm here for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love an ice queen. I know they can be a little unpopular sometimes, but I love me personally. I love
I
it.
think that a lot of specifically like female coded archetypes are often unpopular unless it's just like I'm lovely and nice. And I think that we
Mhm.
should just keep writing them because though they're lovely they're lovely. Like, yeah.
I agree. Like, we deserve all the representation, even if it's unpalatable to certain people.
I love that word, unpalatable. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah. What about you?
Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why I always like forget that there's a chance that someone will ask my question back to me, and I'm always so unprepared. I should just like come up with an answer. But no, lately, I think lately the most like sincere opinion that I have is not necessarily exclusive to romance, but it's just the importance of kidlit, and whether that's picture books all the way up to young adult, it's just the value of like putting in the time to craft these stories that are also works of art, that are also really powerful tools to like help kids and teens figure out life or figure out what they don't want or what they do want. There's a term I keep coming back to, which is roadmap, which is like a lot of YA tends to be like, here's this experience, and here's like one roadmap to how you would navigate this road. And I really think that's really important. To the extent that like when I graduated with my MFA, I gave a lecture on how, oh god, it was such a long title, but the lecture was like basically like contemporary young adult novels can provide a roadmap to help queer teens in conservative, specifically like homophobic, religious communities like celebrate their pride. And I have been thinking about a lot about it since, just like the idea of like crafting stories to like to be like, I have traversed this path. Here's how I did it. Maybe it will help you have an easier time.
Yeah, which is so nice. Like, to help people feel less alone and, like, you know, we did survive to write this book, so you can also get through this.
Yeah, and I look at it a lot as like not so much like an instruction manual, but like a tour guide.
I like that.
Yeah. Cuz like we're not their parents. Well, I mean, some people are their parents to some people. Whatever. I'm not their parent. But yeah. Do you have a good and or hard moment that you have experienced along your publishing journey that you're comfortable to share with us? And it can be both. It can be either you don't have to share anything hard ever, but if you want to, like, this is a place where we love to receive that.
Okay. Let's see. My debut, Bad Witch Burning, it was orphaned early on, and that book had 5 editors.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, that was really hard.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
think it's amazing that you're still that you like kept going and kept publishing, because I feel like that would be a very demoralizing experience maybe.
It definitely was, because my acquiring editor, she was wonderful. Like, just, she got the book, she got me, we worked well together. And the only reason that she left was she got a better offer at a different company. And so, you know, like, you can't like disparage her for that. Like, good for you. But man, I was in turmoil for a long time after that.
I bet.
I just kept getting passed around, and then one editor got fired, another one left. It was a nightmare, really.
Yeah, but props to you for still being here and still publishing and like finding ways to find, I presume, the joy in writing.
Yeah, I'm very stubborn, so
Same.
I didn't want to give up.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes you just gotta go because you're stubborn or spiteful. Like, that's just the way it is.
Sometimes that's what you need to make it through.
Yeah, I liked to, when I was first starting out, like 12 years ago, querying, I was like, it's all lovely and wonderful. And now I'm like, sometimes I just do it because I got to show it to whoever said no 12 years ago.
Yes,
Like, they need to know that they were
absolutely.
wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I can imagine that was really hard, but also I think it's like a hopeful, like, 5 editors is a lot, especially with your debut, but you survived and you continued on and like you're still here. Um,
Yep,
and I think that's
we
really
made it
valuable.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard, but yeah, I'm
Hmm.
much happier now, so that's nice.
Good, yeah. And can I ask, Bad Witch, I say can I ask as though we're not on a podcast where I'm asking all sorts of questions, but Bad Witch Burning was more, it wasn't a romance, correct? Like a genre
No,
romance.
no, no.
Um, what led you to moving from that, which I want to say it was like a horror, but I'm afraid that I'm wrong, suddenly. um, but what led you from there to your current companion books, the Hallie and then the previous one?
So for well, there's a little like behind the scenes stuff, and then there's also just I like both. So
Fair.
horror is my favorite, but I really got into romance. Um, while I was kind of like waiting for my editors to get back to me, and I just
Yeah.
kept reading them, and I was like, man, I really do enjoy romance, and so I just wrote one for fun. And we got into a situation where we needed to leave Bad Witch Burning's company, and
Mm.
so I sent my romance Nav.
Mm-hmm.
I sent that one to my agent. She was like, "Oh, this is great. Let's just sub it everywhere." So
Perfect.
yeah, so now I do both.
Amazing. Okay. I love that. For some reason, I'm a big romance fan and horror scares me. And I want to love it because I think that they like are very complimentary, but I'm like, but I'm a coward. But I'm always intrigued by people who like started in horror and then moved to romance or like started with romance and then moved to horror. Like it's always a fascinating path.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like I would. I don't know. Like me as a person, I am a very like baby girl. Like I'm afraid. I play my little cozy games on my Switch, and I
And
drink
you watch
tea.
Resident Evil streams.
Exactly. I have two personalities. So I have like my cute cozy side, and then I have my like let's watch people kill zombies because that's really fun.
you you are that house meme, the like pink house, black house, like
Yes.
right next to each other, like
Yes, that's me. It's true. I am like a goth. I'm like a pink goth. That's what I would say.
oh, I love that. Oh my god, I love that. Sorry, I just got hit with this like people contain multitudes and we should be allowed to like be everything that we are and like oh,
It's
I just got
true.
excited.
No, that's me. I really am.
Hmm.
Those two are my favorite. I love romance and I love horror. But I also
Nice.
love fantasy and I love
Yeah.
sci-fi. And pretty
Okay.
much everything except for historical fiction. I don't love historical.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Yeah.
put it with something else, I can be, into
Yeah.
that as well.
Like a historical fantasy is so fun.
Yeah, historical horror is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
I
I write it
bet.
all because I love it all.
Yeah, that's amazing. I have been trying to write a fantasy or like even just a contemporary fantasy for like 5 years now. And it's hard.
It is. It's very difficult. I've written contemporary fantasy, but not high fantasy.
Okay. Yeah, high fantasy, I am just enthralled by people who like debut with high fantasy and it was their first book ever. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, how?
Let me see the inside of your brain. Like, just show me how that works.
I know I can't hold all of the details in my
Oh,
brain.
God, no. Me
It's too
either.
much.
Yeah, way too much. Um, do you tend to research when you're writing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a hardcore like plotter. So I
Oh,
spend anywhere from a month to 3 months before I even write anything down.
wow. That's impressive.
Hmm.
I'm always impressed by people who do a lot of research because it's like a skill that I am trying to hone and develop in myself. Um, so I really admire people who like already have it. But are there
Well, I mean, it
any
depends on the book though,
fair?
because
Fair.
you don't really need it for a contemporary. But if I'm
Yeah.
doing like horror or something, then I do a lot of research.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of that, have you come across any research or other bookish like rabbit holes that you've been going down lately that you would like to share, like something you've learned?
I am the queen of rabbit holes.
Amazing.
um, my most recent is I started looking up Komodo dragons.
Okay.
Um, they're so cool. Like I just
Okay.
for like a week straight, I was just like, "Oh my god, guys, let me tell you about Komodo dragons." And my friends are like, "Oh my god, here she goes again."
Amazing.
They're so cool, and I learned that they are actually dwarves of their species. So
Oh,
imagine a Komodo dragon. They're huge, but they're
yeah.
dwarfs. So a long time ago, they were bigger lizards.
No, no.
Yeah,
Big lizards. That's scary.
yeah, literal dinosaurs. Oh, they're
Yeah.
so cool.
I was thinking of like big dragons without the fire breathing.
Yeah. I mean, kinda. I mean, that's what they named them.
Yeah.
They named them that
Yeah.
for a reason because they're huge.
Yeah.
They
But
eat like
bigger.
goats.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
goats
Oh
and
my
deer and stuff. And if you live on the island where they live, you can't bury your dead because they'll dig them up. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's. I can see where that would be like an issue with burying.
Yeah, so like they
Yeah.
will eat you. They're big enough to eat you.
That's so funny. I always joke because I saw something once that was like, your cat will eat you. So I'm always joking that, like, if something happens, my cat would eat me, but apparently the Komodo dragons will actually do it.
Yes, they will do it.
That's
They have
wild.
no qualms about eating people.
You know what? I'll say it. Some people probably need to be eaten a little bit.
I mean, why are you next to a Komodo dragon anyway? You know, like just leave
Right.
them alone.
Right. You brought this on yourself. We are victim blaming. Um,
Exactly.
you get eaten by a Komodo dragon, that's on you, bestie.
It's your fault. It is your fault.
So
Unless you're dead,
real.
and then that's not really
Right.
your fault.
And then it's just like a consequence of being buried. I don't know. Like you don't
Yeah,
care
I mean,
anymore.
yeah, it's
So
nature, so at
yeah,
least somebody gets to have a good meal.
exactly. Yeah, I think about that. No, that's a little dark. We'll just ask another question. Um, would you mind sharing any romance novels that you have read and adored recently, and like what about them makes you love them?
Fair warning, I am in a reading slump,
Okay,
so
fair.
I haven't read
Yeah,
like much of anything, which is really
yeah,
sad.
I get it.
But most recently I read Good Luck Babe by
Oh my
Erin
God,
Baldwin.
I loved that
Oh, it was
book.
so good. It was so good. Oh my
It was
god.
so good. Oh my God.
Yes, like Erin's a genius.
Yeah,
Like I was
yeah.
just because I loved the camp one.
Mm-hmm.
Wish You Weren't Here.
Yeah.
And so when basically when she announced, I like bullied my way into her DMs. I was like, "Give me this book right now." She
I
did,
love that.
and she did give it to me.
Nice.
So, but I mean, I knew I would love it, and it was great from start to finish.
I was so intrigued by like the reality TV show game that she came up with, which is
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's a I've never seen The Amazing Race, but I have to assume it's based on that.
I think so. I've never seen it either.
Or yeah, it feels like I don't know, Amazing Race sounds like it, but I just loved the like intricacies and how she came up with all the games, but also like so many different threads of like emotion and relationships and character, and I was like, what the heck? This is so good. Yeah.
I know it was so cute. The setup was perfect, and I just, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I
Big
love
fan.
that book so much.
Nice.
Yes, huge fan.
Yeah.
And then I also loved your book.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah, I think yours is the last one I've read. I
okay.
just haven't read anything since.
Yeah, I am really excited. I'm gonna start sharing like blurbs that people have sent in the next couple of weeks. And sometimes I just like open my little document and I like read what people said and I cry. Uh just for fun.
Aw,
Cuz it means a
as you
lot
do.
that yeah, it means a lot that people like are reading it and finding things that they like about it. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it never gets old. It's a good feeling.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
So
I
hang on
love
to
it.
that.
Oh, I will. That's what
Are you
when I
gonna?
said yeah.
Oh, I was
When
just gonna
I
ask. Are you working on another one?
I am working on like 6 different projects right now.
Oh, fun.
One of which is a sequel to Nat and Cammy, set like 5 years
Cute.
later. And I'm really excited about it. But I'm also like, it's set 5 years later, so it's a little like it's aged up a lot. So I'm gonna wait and give
Hmm.
it a couple years between the books. But
Well,
yeah,
you could release it like actually like 5 years later.
I you know what, I might end up doing that because I was like I'm gonna do it immediately, and then I got distracted by one draft, one brainstorm project, one revision project, and the book that's on sub. So it might be a good 5 years.
I
But
think that'd be really fun. That'd be cool. Like,
yeah,
what are
because
they doing
then
now?
and then like the original readers would be like the original, like if they were 17 now, they'd be 22, which is the character age. They could literally be like,
Yeah.
wow, we grew up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I like it. I'll do it.
Do it.
Do you have any bookish or non bookish sort of soapboxes where it's like, here's your time to say something that you care about a lot? And it can be about books or it can be about the way people drive or whatever that makes you passionate. Like, and would you like to get on a soapbox?
Ooh, I'm trying to decide, do I want a serious one or a silly one?
We could do both.
Ooh, okay. Well, my silly one is that I am anti-horse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, controversial,
It is
but I
controversial.
am a
Why?
horse hater. So I went to school to be a veterinarian, and obviously I'm not a
Um,
veterinarian. And
yeah.
horses were the worst. Oh my god, they're the worst. I just
Okay.
don't understand why we have 2,000-pound animals that can kill you, and you want to just like ride on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
That's so funny. I was a wannabe horse
And
girl growing up.
I'm sorry. I feel like animated horses are fine. So like if you
Yeah.
love Spirit, that's fine. But the real thing, I
Yeah.
don't like them. They're
Fair.
nightmares as far as like veterinary care. Like, do you know horses can't throw up?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. They cannot throw up, but they're so stupid that if they break into the feed bin, they will eat themselves to death.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They sure will.
Oh my
I was like,
god.
why as a species did we breed an animal that will eat itself to death? Why did we do that? I
What
just
were we
don't understand.
thinking?
I know,
Yeah.
I feel the same way about pugs. People
Oh,
love pugs, but they should not exist.
no,
They
they
can't
shouldn't.
breathe.
Yeah, they
Like, that's
struggle.
insane. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So those are
I
my
I get that. Yeah.
yeah. And I can talk about horses for hours. They are the worst. I don't like them.
I love that. That's such a great soapbox.
Yeah, every
Do
time I
you
write like a western, I replace the horse with something else. So one time they ride dragons, and one
Oh,
time she rides like a donkey because I don't want her to have a
perfect.
horse.
That's commitment to the hate, and I
Yeah,
respect it.
I am. I'm a horse hater. If you see a horse in one of my horrors, let me tell you, he ain't making it. I'm just saying.
Oh, this is so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's anti-horse propaganda.
It is, but it's great. I think it's hilarious. I used to want to have a horse, but then I did horseback riding as a PE elective in college. And I no longer want to live with a horse.
I mean, they're horrifying up close. Like, I know, like, you can pet them and there's like, oh, yay, but like,
Hmm. Their teeth are so sharp. They're
you
so
can get a
big.
dog.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know horses can, like, tear your face off if they want to? They can do that.
Oh no. Okay, I'm never putting my
Yeah.
face near a horse again.
You really
Um,
shouldn't. It's a bad idea.
yeah. Shit. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. The last time I was near a horse was on a trail ride, and I was like the horse. We were all in the corral or whatever together, and there was a horse that was like their snout area, their face was like near my leg, and I just kept picturing it like chomping.
Mm-hmm.
I was so scared.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, once you see it up close, you're just like, yikes. Why do we do this?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Horse lovers, do not yell at us.
I know. I'm
Um,
sorry. My books are not for you if you love horses. I'm sorry.
listen, it happens. Like,
I know
can't
that's
be for
like my most
everyone.
unpopular opinion.
That's so funny. Have you posted on Threads yet? Because I think if you were to be like, unpopular opinion, people would actually be like, oh yeah, that is unpopular.
Yeah, they might send me death threats
Yeah, so
because they're
don't
so
post, yeah.
wild on the internet.
Oh my god, they're so wild, especially on Threads. Oh my god.
Yeah, people get so angry so quickly. It's like, guys,
Uh-huh.
calm down. Like,
Yeah, like
chill.
it's not that deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I guess it's my soapbox. That's a fun one.
amazing. I loved that. Thank you. Um, is there anything else that you would like to share in terms of like anything on your mind or like any exciting news, updates, like ways that listeners can find and support you on the internet and also IRL, with their money that goes to pay for your books? By IRL, that's what I mean. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so my next novel is Hallie's Rules for a Recovering Romantic.
Hmm.
And that is a companion novel to the first one, Nav's Foolproof Guide to Falling in Love.
Hmm.
And Hallie is Nav's best friend, so they're like
Okay.
interconnected, and they're both
Hmm.
in each other's books, which is really nice.
I love that.
Um, yeah, so that one is coming out in July, and so you can pre-order it now. Pre-orders are very important for mid-list authors, so if you have time and the money,
Hmm.
I really recommend it. And if you
Yeah.
do pre-order, I have a pre-order campaign, so keep your receipts. So you
Perfect.
might get free stuff.
Yay.
And then also, yeah, and then also I have a fun little web serial, and it's called Grampire, and it's about an adopted werewolf and her vampire grandma, and they fix up a hotel together. And in their spare
Nice.
time, they are trying to prevent the apocalypse. So
Oh,
that
fun.
is on, yeah, in their
Casual.
spare time. The hotels are fun. Yeah. And you can find that on my Patreon or Royal Road, and all of those links are at my website.
Okay, perfect. I will link your wow. I almost said wing side. What? Link your website uh in the description so readers can find it
Awesome.
directly from wherever they're listening or watching. Well, probably listening.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming and chatting with me today. And listeners, this is our third time attempting to schedule, but second time attempting to record because my Wi-Fi went on the fritz last time. So thank you so much for being patient and like rescheduling with me. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
no problem at all. My Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is also really bad, so I get it.
Yeah. All right. I thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Jessica Lewis. I hope that if you did, you will look into Jessica's books, whether you've read them or not. Her horrors are wonderful, and she does have her romance series or her young adult romance companion novels. I would encourage you to order Knob's Foolproof Guide to Falling in Love and or pre-order Hallie's Rules for a Recovering Romantic. They promise to be really excellent and funny, and it's just amazing to see like black sapphic representation in the wild, and I really hope that hope that Jessica's books do really well and that we get to see more and more of them. More and more of books from Jessica, from other queer Black authors, other queer authors of color, just all the queer books, frankly. So yeah, I really loved this conversation. As I was editing it, I was just giggling to myself, had a blast of a time, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Tell someone you love them today, read a good book, and then tell me about it. And yeah, that's all from me. Bye.